Hello, lovelies. Welcome to Narc Free Formula. My name is Freedom. Thank you for joining me. In tonight's episode, I'm going to be discussing imprinting and embedding. These are narcissistic traits, tricks, tools. They are used to manipulate. There's actually there's a few different reasons why narcissists use these kind of techniques. So what it is a way of ensuring that you always think about the narcissist. So I'll give you an example. This is a personalized story. So I've got a tattoo on the back of my neck. It's the word loved. It's because my parents died when I was young, and I had that tattoo there as a reminder that although I can't see it and can't feel their love, I am loved. So it's perfect, because obviously I can't see the tattoo. I can't see it, I can't feel it, but I know it's there. So it's, the kind of perfect symbology for what I wanted it, for the reason that I wanted it. So my next, or soon to be next, used to make a point of running his fingers along the lettering or rubbing backwards and forwards on the word loved at times when we've had sex, when we're lying in bed together, when we're being intimate. And obviously he's doing that for a reason. And what it is now, whenever I think of my tattoo, instead of thinking of my parents, I think of him running his fingers across it. That is imprinting and embedding. Another thing that narcs may do, for example, is if you have a favorite song, they will make a point of kind of co-opting that song. So they'll either put it in a poetry or in a love note to you, or they will slow dance you around, mouthing the lyrics and staring deeply into your eyes. So whenever in the future you hear the song, you're never going to just enjoy that song because it was your song and you loved it. You will always, in the future, whether they are around or not, you will think of the narcissist and that time that he danced you around, or the love note that he wrote you. I mean, this is the kind of things they do. And the thing is that it works. That's the first thing. It actually does work, which is why they do it. So they do it so that even when they're not around, you'll be thinking about them. Even when they're long gone, you'll still think about them. Because as we know, with the narcissist, they like to recycle the exes. They like to make sure they've always got a supply. So, they like to hang on to their exes just in case things don't work out with the new supply. And so one of the ways they do that is through songs, as I said, through this embedding process. And they can do it with sex, they can do it in just with a whole lot of things, but they do it with an intention. For example, so your birthdays, just say it's your birthday and all of your best friends have flown from all across the country to come and celebrate your 30th birthday. And you're so excited because they're all coming from all over, and this is the first time that all the girls are going to be together, and that's great. But then he goes and does something over the top, some kind of grand gesture that is just bigger than Ben-Hur, and basically he steals the show. That's what the word I'm looking for. He steals the show. So now whenever you think of your 30th birthday, you're not going to remember, the girls are coming in, that being the best night of your life. You're going to remember that he stole the show. And they do it in not so good ways as well. Another way they steal the show is by having horrific tantrums or causing a huge scene You know, on nights that, you know, it's your birthday, it's your party, it's time for other people coming around, or, you know, just any kind of time that is important to you. Usually your birthday. If I think back of my birthdays of the last 15 years, I'd either have blocked them out of my memory because they were so fucking traumatic, because he'd caused some drama, or as I said, he's managed to imprint himself on my birthday memories. And it's, as I said, it's not, you know, it's not done for good intentions. This is the worst thing about it. It's done so they can always have a kind of in. Just 1 second, guys. Sorry, having problems here on these damn lights. You know, it's done so they have an in, so they can always kind of come back if they need to. So you'll always remember them. You won't forget them. Let me just think what else. Oh, and this is the other thing. Okay. So even when you've left, so like in my situation, so I've left and it's been 2 years and I'm rebuilding my life and I'm doing my own thing. But he even now has to still try and embed himself or imprint himself upon my life without him. And this channel is a classic example. So, you know, not content with leaving comments on my Facebook page. So after I blocked him off of that, he's now found that I've got my YouTube channel and has come across and left a whole lot of choice comments that I've had to go and delete and now block him. But, you know, so it's, you know, not good enough, like I said, to just let me go and just do my own thing. He's got to even come here and muddy this up for me, so that now when I think of my YouTube channel, Narc Free Formula, he still manages to, you know, be in the scene somehow, make it about him, even though the channel is not actually about him. It's about recovering from narcissistic abuse. It's about, you know, getting away from narcs, being narc free. But this is what they do. They make everything about them, all with this, you know, like I said, embedding and imprinting behavior. Apparently wolves imprint. Apparently a lot of animals do it. So I might do some more research on that, because that's a little bit fascinating to me, that, you know, there are creatures in the wild that do it. Because, as you know, a lot of you may know, with the narcissist, you know, there's talk about the reptilian brain and them not being fully evolved human beings. So that would be interesting. I will, as I said, I'm going to do some more research on that and see what I come up with. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, because, you know, often people, for example, go out and get their lovers' names tattooed on them. I was watching this show on television. It was a documentary, and this bloke who was quite obviously narcissistic, you know, watched the show for all of 3 minutes and went, okay, narcissist. And he was getting his girlfriend to tattoo his name on her face. On her face. I mean, everything about that is just so narcissistic. That just screams narcissism. So every time he makes love with her, every time he looks at her, what he wants to see his own name. You know, is that how insecure this man is? He's got to see his own name. He's got to literally brand this poor woman. You know, he might as well just have property of tattooed on her. But, you know, this is what they do. I did actually let my ex tattoo me. Big mistake. I mean, I've since tattooed over it. But the irony of that, you know, the irony of that is he conned me into doing it because he got my name tattooed on his ring finger. Had he not done that, sorry, my initials on his ring finger, had he not done that, I probably wouldn't have been guilt tripped into doing his, because I was just opposed to putting anyone's name on me, especially when I had all these off feelings and I just knew something wasn't right. But he got my initials on his ring finger, convinced me to let him tattoo his initials and a love heart on my ass. And the irony of it is, within a couple of weeks, because it was on his finger, my initials, the tattoo actually fell out, which finger tattoos often do. But I was stuck with the tattoo on the bum for years. As I said, subsequently got a bullet tattooed over it because I dodged a bullet. But anyhow, so yeah, wanting to tattoo is this kind of claiming property, so that anyone who comes after them will see their name tattooed on you. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes along with it. It's kind of very it's about ownership, and it's about these kind of reminders that you belong to them, that that everything you ever did is about them, was with them, that your life started and ended with them. And that's the way they like to view it, and they want you to view it that way too. So yeah, just be mindful of it, I suppose. I mean, if you're still with your narcissist, you're going to have to figure out a plan to leave, because it's no way to live for anyone. And if you've gotten out, well, yay, good on you. Get Narc Free and stay Narc Free. That's fantastic. I'll be doing a program at the beginning of this year sometime. I haven't got the exact details yet, but I'll put links in to the channel to let everyone know about it. But anyhow, darlings, listen, if you're enjoying these videos, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share it as well on your platform, share it with your friends. If you think there's someone that you know who might benefit from watching these videos, share it to them, because I think it's important that we get this message out. The internet is the perfect tool. 10, 15 years ago, no one even knew what a narcissist was, and whereas nowadays, people are becoming aware. And soon there's not going to be anywhere to hide. That's the beauty of it all. Soon narcissists will not be able to get away with it. They just won't. Because all people have to do now is get on the internet, get on Facebook, get on social media, and there's article after article after group after group after video after video. There is so much information out there. So there'll be nowhere for narcs to hide. And that's how we get narc free. All right, darlings, as I said, yep, please like and share and subscribe and all that jazz. And let me know what you think in the comments. All right, good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.